Like,
you don't know him. You don't know his life. Maybe managing the pawn shop was his dream.
Yeah, well, you know what? Then
You're crushing this man's dreams.
Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob, and it is a wonderful, sunny Saturday morning. It's still morning time.
It's still officially AM.
There's sunlight coming in the window. It's weird.
Or as Riley calls it, sunbright.
Sunbright.
It's so cute. It's so cute. He walked me to the mailbox yesterday, and it was really sunny. And he's like, he has his hands over his eyes. He's like, Mommy, I'm going to hold my hands like goggles so the sunbright doesn't get in my eyes.
He's like me. I don't like it.
It's so cute.
Like, I know we said it before, but it still bothers me. Like, on days that I'm off,
the closet vampire.
I'll go downstairs, I'll sit in the chair, and then you come down and you open all the blinds in the house. And I'm just like, if I wanted the sunlight, I would go outside. But I don't want the sunlight. Keep the blinds closed.
See, and I'm the complete opposite. I don't really get many chances to go outside. Mm-hmm. There's sometimes that days will go by, and the only time I step foot outdoors is to check the mail. And then there's sometimes I don't even do that.
See, for me, in a perfect world, we wouldn't even have windows.
That's sad.
Like, we would have...
That's so sad.
We would have cameras, because I'm nosy, and I want to be able to see outside.
So you don't enjoy nature at all.
No. And like today, we're going to be filling up the pool for the kids, and I'm not looking forward to that.
So, we went out... Well, you got me... 2 bird feeders. We have the hummingbird feeder and then the regular bird seeds. And we have the little thing that it hangs on, and we have it right outside of our living room window so that we can see the birds when they come or when they don't come, because the birds don't eat our cheap bird seed for some reason. And, our tree, we have one tree in our yard, and it's a crepe myrtle tree, and it just bloomed for the first time, and it has pink flowers on it. It's so pretty. And the kids and I, especially because they get so excited, we love, oh my gosh, look, there's a hummingbird, or, oh, look, there's more flowers on our tree today. We enjoy things like that. And you're just like, I hate outside nature. Who needs it?
I mean,
who needs all this nature crap?
Where we're at right now, a comfortable chair. We got a table to put things. The air conditioner's on. That's ideal for me. That's where I like to be. We go outside. What's the first thing you have to do outside if you want to sit down? You either sit in the grass or on some weird outside chair.
Why is it weird? Why does it gotta be weird? We have Adirondack chairs.
No, we do not.
We have the plastic.
We have fake Adirondack chairs. Because
the
real ones are $200, and that's out of control.
That's crazy.
It's just, that's a weird thought to me to go, all right, I'm going to buy this chair for $200 and then just put it outside. That's crazy.
That's why we have the $19.99 plastic ones.
I was at work one day, and we sell outside furniture and, stuff like that. And I sat in this chair, and I sat and I was like, wow, this is comfortable. I was like, this is insanely comfortable. And I looked at the price, and it was $325. And it was just a one-person chair. And I'm like, who buys this and puts it in their yard? If I buy a
lots of people.
If I buy a $300 or $400 chair, it's going in my living room. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me.
You're strange.
I am.
I understand. I'm not I wouldn't classify myself as an outdoorsy type in the least bit. But sometimes it's nice just to step outside and see the sunshine and have some fresh air. Mm-hmm. To see the pretty hummingbirds and see the pretty flowers. I stay inside all the time.
I don't know. I go to work and then I check the mail.
Your office. I've seen your office. It's depressing. It seems like after being in your office, you would enjoy just the outside, outdoors on a pretty day.
No, I don't feel that way at all. I like my office.
Your office is so small and dark.
Mm-hmm. It's got an air conditioner, small. It's I don't. Jeez. When I'm in my office, I'm not with anybody.
Oh my! It's like solitary confinement. And you're like, I love it here.
Yeah, let me tell you what. I wouldn't do well in solitary confinement. If I was in prison and they were like, you had to sit in this hole. But if the hole had a chair, a comfortable chair, and I had a tablet or a TV or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I know it's not how it works. I'm not being unrealistic. I'm just saying, in the aspect of what we're talking about, I'd be good with that. I could live that way. Just by myself, just playing games on, an iPad, watching movies or something. Yeah, it'd be good. That's it. I'm okay with it. You know what I did? Okay, this reminds me of something. I checked the mail. Or not the mail. I got an email. Our treadmill. We had a guy come work on it, and I had to order a part. Anyways, I got the email letting me know they ordered the part, and he's going to be coming here soon to fix it. Not relevant. This just reminded me of something. We talked before about how I was running on the treadmill, and because it's like in our house and nobody can see me, I ran with my shirt off, which is, it was weird the first couple times I did it.
Outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, because I don't like, I don't like it even when I'm by myself. But we had made a joke on one of our episodes, or I'd made a joke. I was like, oh, I'm just going to go down there and run naked one morning, cause
Did you run naked?
No, I didn't. I didn't run naked. But I was at work and
seems
something,
uncomfortable.
It does. Something came up. I don't remember what it was, but somebody I was working with, I guess, had listened to the episode and had made a joke about that. And we were talking about it. I think this was a week ago. Well, I had a dream that night.
That you were running naked? That
I was running naked on the treadmill. So in my dream, I've got my shoes on, and they weren't even my shoes. They were.
Whose shoes?
I don't know. They were orange. I don't own any orange shoes. So also, I had gotten up that morning and I'd worked on the podcast. I had edited a podcast, and then I was going to go run. And apparently, I got up super early because y'all still weren't awake at this point. But when I edit a podcast, most of the time, not even most of the time, it's not as much anymore. I would listen to the episode after it's over, just to make sure I didn't screw anything up. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I'll just listen to it while I'm running. So I had my little portable speaker and I put it on the treadmill, and I'm listening to the podcast and I'm running naked.
In your dream?
In my dream. Yeah. Okay. And then I fell and my neck broke. And I died. Lord. But in my dream, I'm I see it. It's not like it's actually me. You know what I mean?
Like an outer body experience.
So then the next thing is you open the garage door and walk in.
And I find you naked.
You found me.
The treadmill still going.
And our podcast playing. That's what you walked into.
Wow. That is a strange scenario.
Right. And you go, this is what you say. You walk over and you pull the little key out of the treadmill so it turns off. And you go, he finally did it. You stepped over my naked body, went into the house, and shut the door. And I woke up. Like you didn't even care.
What?
So I woke up and my heart stomach. And I was just like, oh, God, how weird was that? So that was my dream. You found me naked. The treadmill was just spinning. Our podcast was played. It was gross. It was insanely gross.
You and your dreams.
I don't dream that often. That was
yeah, but
one
when
in the
you
past month or so.
It's, oh my gosh.
But I don't know. It was really strange. But my favorite part was your reaction. You were just like, oh, well.
I told him not to be running naked.
Look at this slide for my next topic.
Almonds and wet sand.
Yeah. So something happened to me, and I was in a conversation with somebody, outside of the podcast, and this came up because I assumed
the topic of almonds and wet sand. How does that just casually come up in
I'll get there. You understand? See, I can't really put the real points because I don't want you to know what I'm going to talk about. Because right now, if you I put this picture of these people walking across the beach and it says almonds and wet sand, you have no idea.
No,
what I'm getting ready to talk about.
None whatsoever.
But I brought it up in conversation because I thought it was one of those things.
Sorry.
That happens to everybody.
That everybody thinks of almonds and wet sand.
And apparently it's wrong. Remember that time we were recording. The band was recording in Apex, and we were all sitting around the circle going, "Oh, remember you ever you pooped a whole bunch, and then you turned around and saw one little turd." And then the one guy was like, "Oh, you get a little bit on your finger and you smell it," and everybody's like, no." That's kind of what happened to me with this. We've been on this diet, right? And one of the things that I'll eat is almonds. And it doesn't matter how healthy something is. If you eat a whole lot of it, it becomes not healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just even water. Mm-hmm. If you take in too much water, you drown.
Yeah.
You die. Well, I ate a whole bag of almonds, a whole bag, one of the big $6 bags.
Oh, yeah, that's not healthy at all.
Within a span of 3 hours. Just snacking on them, you know what I mean? And the next day I pooped, and it was absolutely the weirdest poop I've ever seen. And I wanted to talk about it.
It was crushed up almonds.
No.
No.
It was wet sand at the beach. Have you ever reached down and you grab that sand And it's like it
You didn't
wasn't.
grab it, did you?
I did. I picked it up out of the toilet. No, not at all. So it was, it wasn't like crazy. And I can't even remember what the conversation was, but I was like, is it kind of like when you eat a whole bunch of nuts and you poop and it's weird? And people were like,
Not many people down an entire jumbo-sized bag of almonds.
And I think that's what it came down to. Was no, you're not supposed to eat the amount of almonds I ate that day. Mm-hmm. And that's how they came out. Yeah, it was weird. It was like, just crushed up and like wet. Like it wasn't like diarrhea. There's somebody right now going, I am not going to listen to this. They got 30 seconds to stop talking about sand.
Do not try this at home, boys and girls.
Poop.
Do not eat an entire bag of almonds.
Oh, no, I recommend it.
But if you decide that it's necessary for you to try it, let us know if your poop is like wet sand.
Yeah, don't Google almonds and wet sand. Just do it for yourself. Just go buy a big bag of almonds and just make it happen. But has that ever happened to you? You ever eat a big bag of almonds? So
I've never eaten I've never eaten an entire bag of almonds.
The streak is just going to continue for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that anymore. I have some news. We haven't done Bob O'Clock news in a long time.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah. I'm even going to, I think I've got the music somewhere. I'll put the music in for this one too. So here we go, some Bob O'Clock news.
Welcome to the Bob O'Clock News.
This actually came from Andrew in England.
Oh, really?
He sends me like stuff all the time.
That's so awesome.
And I know sometimes he's like, they never use my stories. He send me a lot more than we've used. And what it comes down to most of the time,
we forget things.
That's all it is. He'll send it to me and I read it and I'm like, oh, that's really good. And then I just never think about it.
Like, yeah, people send us topics or questions. And sometimes as soon as we get done recording, we're like, oh, dang it, we forget. And our lives are crazy. And we always intend to go back to things and revisit things. And it very rarely actually happens.
The only reason that I added this in is because I was actually building this thing right around the time that like he sent it to me. So it was able for me to put it right in. So basically what happened was a pier caught on fire. And like he was on the pier with his family, his wife and his daughter. And I'm assuming it was a small fire. But he went over to it, pulled his dingling out, and peed on it and put it out. Now, if that's not a hero...
So,
I don't know what it is.
I'm thinking the fire had to have been extremely small, or else he had a lot of pee.
Mm-hmm. So, it says here...
The council thanked him for his quick thinking tinkling.
They said they were confident that if the fire would have got bigger, their own sprinkler system would have put it out. So, basically, they were like, hey, we appreciate you putting the fire out, but how about don't pull your penis out and pee on things?
Well, and it says at the very end that they were the last people there. So, I mean, it's not like it was he pulled it out around a whole bunch of people. So, how long was that? It says it's, what did it say? The world's longest pier? Mm-hmm. The world's longest pleasure pier. Golly, look how long that thing is.
I know, it's crazy. You know what? I'm going to give him Hero of the Week. He stopped the longest pier. He stopped it from burning to the ground. Or, it
could have been bad.
It could have burned down to the water. So.
It would have went out eventually, right?
Probably. All right. Now, this is going to be sort of like a game. I just put a picture of a lady up, and it's obviously a mugshot. Okay?
Obviously.
So I want you to...
Not many people wear that color orange.
Yeah, I want you to profile this picture. I want you to tell me what you think she did to go to jail.
Well, she looks angry.
Okay.
She done had enough of somebody.
All right. Why don't you describe what she looks like? I'm going to make it more difficult for you.
Well, her hair looks to be of similar texture to mine, like wavy, curly-ish, but frizzy. Girlfriend needs some product.
Yeah. It looks greasy.
And probably needs to wash it. And, yeah. No makeup. Mm-mm. So... How
old do you think she is? White female?
She looks to be 50 to 55.
Okay. When you look at her, what kind of neighborhood do you think she lives in?
Oh, why? Why do you want to make me go there? Oh. I don't want to be the one to go there.
Okay, we'll skip that part. But we all know.
I would say either her husband or her kids done push her to the limit.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think so. She beat somebody. Did she beat somebody?
I'm going to let you read the story. Here it comes.
Woman arrested for throwing knife at man who ate her leftover Chinese.
That's what I'm talking about.
56. I was close. I said 50 to 55.
Oh, yeah. You got the age just about spot on. So why don't you read this to our listeners? And this is, by the way, this is from wistv.com. That's where we're reading this from.
It says, a dispute over Chinese food led to the arrest of a 56-year-old Florida woman. According to court documents, Michelle Sedlak was arrested Friday after allegedly throwing a knife at a man following an argument over leftover Chinese food.
That's my food, motherfucker.
The victim says he entered the home located in the 7900 block of Hyde Park Avenue in Northport around 7 o'clock p.m. when Sedlak immediately approached him about the leftovers. So
hey, give me my food! Give me my food!
He had just walked in the door, and she's already accusing him. The victim said he was in the living room yelling at Sedlak that he did not eat her food.
I didn't eat your food.
When officials say he went to the kitchen and allegedly... When she went to the kitchen and allegedly grabbed the knife, threw the knife at the victim, and missed.
Is this good? I'm doing like sound effects and stuff in your story?
Sure. A probable cause affidavit states that the victim told police that he believed that Sedlak was trying to hit him. If she had hit him, he would have been hurt. He added that he feared for his life. If somebody throws a knife at you, they were probably aiming at you. And yes, if you had been hit, you'd probably be at least a little bit hurt.
So has there ever been a point in your life, because I know that I eat stuff out of the refrigerator, that I ate something of yours, and you were like, I'm going to stab this dude.
I can't say that I've ever been to the point of wanting to throw a knife at you.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm fairly confident.
Speaking of food, we started a new podcast, and it's called Weight Loss with Bob and Katie. And it's kind of a weird concept, because we ain't skinny. We're telling people how to lose weight. And I know some people might go, I don't know about that. And you would be right, I think, to some degree. But I guess really the idea of what we're doing is... Whenever you, like, if you want to lose weight and you're like, hey, I drive a lot, I'm going to listen to a podcast about, nutrition and what to do to lose weight and stuff. But who always hosts those shows?
Skinny people.
Skinny people that do outrageous stuff that you and I are not going to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, well, this is what I do. Every morning I have 6 raw eggs and then I run 18 miles. And that's ridiculous. Sure. You know what? You look like you do that. And I wish that I could look like that, but more, I just want to be skinny. I want to be not as fat as I am now. So our show is sort of going to be like, here's some stuff that we're doing. Because together we've lost over 80 pounds so far. Mm-hmm. And we still got a long, long way to go. So we thought, hey, we'll do a show and we'll go, hey, this is the stuff that's currently working for us. And we're normal people. It's not like we're one of those people that eat raw eggs in the morning. Ugh. Like, that's not us. Like, we're not the only thing crazy that we're doing is the amount of running that I do now. And in these exercises that you do. But it's nothing that we didn't work our way up to. Yeah. It's not like I'm going to tell everybody, oh, you have to run 3 miles a day, because that's ridiculous. If you don't run, then you're not running 3 miles. So that's what I do. I run 3 miles a day, but how I got to that point was I started walking. Mm-hmm. And I lost weight. And then once I lost weight, I was like, oh, I can move a little faster. So I walked a little faster. And then eventually, I remember the first day, this was years ago, that I ran a mile without stopping. And like when I got done, I was like, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, I remember too. It was years ago.
And now
I was like, wow,
now it's nothing.
Because I was never a runner.
No. And I'm
not an athletic person at all.
We haven't been running for years. That's not what happened. We did real good for a little while, and then we had kids, and we stopped. We're just now getting back into it. So anyways, we put our first episode up, which I thought was good. You basically called me a liar the whole time. But I mean, it is what it is. Yep. You're entitled to your opinion. But if you want to listen to it,
that's cute.
It's one of the bonus shows that we have on our Patreon page. So you go to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show, which we just picked up 2 new patrons. Thank you guys so much. And listen to whatever you want. I think we have like 17 bonus episodes, plus we have the first episode of Weight Loss, and we're going to put another one of those episodes up probably by this coming weekend. We just want you to come and be a part of it and give us your money. I mean, like, I'm just going to be real with you.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah. You give us $1 and we give you stuff. I mean, like, that's the way the world works, right?
Yeah.
Believe you me, we need quite a few more patrons. A lot more. At least 1 million. We need 1 million more patrons. So, well, why don't you stop? Just jump on the train. Get on the train. Join us. We're having fun. It's
fun. Everybody's doing it.
It's sort of like a cult, but we don't like to use that word. So whatever makes you feel better about it, then that's how you bring it out to yourself. That's you need to be an adult. Be an adult and give us your money. That's basically what's happening. So patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. And there's all kinds of fun stuff there to do. And plus we send you things in the mail. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, every patron that we have right now is getting ready to get something special in the mail.
It's very special. Mm-hmm. Designed by yours truly.
And at least the next, 14 more patrons that we get are going to get the same thing. And then I would assume after that, we're probably going to order the stuff again. But just in case we're too broke, we won't. So sign up now.
That's some great logic, yeah. So let me tell you what happened to me the other day.
Okay.
With Riley.
All right.
Like, these kids, they never cease to amaze me. And Riley, he's so smart. And I know, like, every parent thinks their kids are smart.
Sure.
Right? But he is very intelligent. Like, his vocabulary, it's amazing.
His vocabulary is out of control. He'll say some words sometime, and I'm like, I don't even use that word.
It's crazy. But he wants to use electronics all the time. Mm-hmm. He wants to have the phone, tablet, TV, something. So I'm having to really, really try hard to limit it. But at the same time, when he's using them, he's playing these, like, educational games and watching educational stuff. So, like, I'm just trying to find balance.
Yeah.
But so he picks up things and he says things to me. And he says to me the other day, and I don't know where he got it from, because he ain't learned it from no educational game. He got mad at me. And he got mad at me because I was using the phone charger to charge my phone. And he got mad at me because he wanted to charge something with the charger. And he looked at me with the most angry face, and he said, "Mommy, you get thumbs down." And he even did the thumbs down motion and stomped off. And I was like, how does he even know what that is? Who taught him what thumbs down?
He just unliked your
for real,
your tweet or whatever it is.
He thumbed down. No, I didn't get 2 thumbs down. It was just 1. He said, okay, you get 1 thumb down. But he was so mad. And he was completely serious about it. And then stomped off. He's 3 years old. And he gave me a thumbs down.
I was going to be like, bro, you are 3.
Like, I was
3.
I was hurt by it a little bit. I was like, how is my own son? I gave birth to you. And you're going to thumbs down me? Mm-hmm. Because I'm using the phone charger? Like, it was so mad. It's crazy. It's wild.
So what about the other one? What's she doing?
Oh, Reagan, she's a girl, and she's dramatic, okay?
She is dramatic.
She is so dramatic. That's the only thing I can say. She is dramatic. Reagan doesn't catch me off guard with the things that she says quite as much as Riley. Mm-hmm. Reagan is more like, oh, I just want to watch My Little Pony, and I want to dance like a ballerina, and I want to wear dresses, and she's just so girly, and she's just so dramatic. But the other day, she said something to me. She's in there helping me do laundry, because she's like my shadow. She helps me with everything. She's so much help to me. But she looks at me, we're in the laundry room, and she said, "Mommy, why is our laundry room so small?" And I was like, child, you spoiled. Like, first of all, we actually have a laundry room.
Yeah.
Granted, it is tiny. It's just big enough for the washer and dryer. And it's big enough where you can barely open the doors to the washer and dryer and stand there. So, I mean, it's not this extravagant laundry room. But it's its own separate room. And it's amazing
because we lived in a house one time where the washer and dryer was outside.
Yeah. At our apartment, we were lucky enough at our apartment to have a washer and dryer in our apartment because a lot of apartments don't. But it was like a closet.
Yeah.
You open it up, boom, there they are.
But here we have a room.
I have a laundry room. And she looked at me, why is our laundry room so small? Mm-hmm. I was like, why don't you go get a job, okay?
Why is your attitude so big?
Why don't you just appreciate the laundry room we have? You spoiled little child.
That's awesome.
Like, it is my goal in life. I do not want our children to be spoiled. Granted, yes, I want I want to give them the world. They motivate me to do better, and I want to give them things, and I want to buy them things. But at the same time, they are not going to be spoiled little brats. And when she said it, I was like, I cannot believe you be hating on my laundry and we think it's too small. Be like, there's some people that's got to load up their laundry in the car and go to the laundromat.
Yeah. That's a big laundry room. Maybe you'll like that.
Girl, you better be glad we have this laundry room. I know I am.
Now, speaking of being wrong when you talk, or just being wrong in general, surprise, surprise, I'm angry about something.
Right now?
Yeah, it's been a while now. This is an ongoing anger issue.
You've been angry about like this one thing?
Yeah.
For a long time?
And it's my fault.
Like how long? Days, weeks, years?
Maybe a year?
Oh my God. What have you been angry about for a year?
You actually know about it, but it kind of got worse. So I want to tell you about it. Now, when I tell this story, I want everybody to know that I'm not a dumb person. I understand that I've put myself in this situation, but that doesn't mean I can't be angry about it. That's not what that means. So I had a guitar, and
oh my gosh,
I loved it, right? Because of the lifestyle that we live, every now and then we'll get opportunities to go do weird things to make money, like sexual things. I'm joking.
What?
I was trying to
this must be your girlfriend you're thinking about.
I was trying to make sure you were paying attention. No, if something comes up, I can't
There's
really...
going to be people out there searching the internet for Bob and Katie show porn, yeah. Sex tape or something.
Yeah, you're not going to find it. I have that hid well.
Oh my God, stop.
No, so anyways... I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just going to make up something weird. Let's say that somebody was like, oh, Bob and Katie, we want you to come to Massachusetts to do...
you should pick a different location.
to do a live podcast, right? And we'll pay you $1,000.
What?
Well, I'll just say it hypothetically. This is what happens, right?
That has not happened.
And you and I don't have the money for me to just take off work, put gas in a car, stay in a hotel. You know what I mean? So we just don't have it.
No, we live paycheck to paycheck.
Even though we know at the end of this, we're going to get $1,000, right? So what I would do with this guitar is when opportunities came up that we needed some money to make some money. You know what I mean? One time that I did this was when you were starting up your photography business. Mm-hmm. I would go and take a loan out on my guitar, but only when I knew we were getting ready to make a move. You know what I mean? And then I would get the money back and go get the guitar. Well, we did that. We've done it. Oh God, I've done it tons of times. I've this one particular guitar. I've taken a loan out on it, putting the money towards a business venture, making money, and then go and getting the guitar back. Well, we did this, and I forgot to go back and get the guitar. I don't play it often. When it's here at the house, it's in the case and it's underneath our bed. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, because this was a stage guitar. Well, when we went to move out of our apartment into the house, we were packing everything up, and I went to get this guitar from under the bed and realized it wasn't there. And I was like, oh no. So I go to the pawn shop and I walk over to where they have instruments for sale. And sure enough, my guitar was hanging right on the wall because I had waited too long and they were going to sell it, which is what they do. I mean, you know that's going to happen. And I was like, okay, cool. They still got it. I'm going to buy it. Now, this guitar, I originally paid, I want to say like $400 for it. The loan I took out on it was $250, and brand new, this guitar was like $650. Okay. They got this guitar for sale for $899.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what? And I know what they do. They always mark things high. I mean, we're not stupid. We know how pawn shops are. They mark it high and they go, let me tell you what we'll do. I'll let you have it for $600 right now. Cash, walk out the door. And in your mind, you're like, oh, I just got $300 off. Really, you didn't. You're just paying the price. That would be brand new, and it's a used guitar.
You think you're getting a good deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I guess part of me was like, oh, well, they know me, and I've done this a bunch of times. I'm going to go grab it, and I'm going to buy it back, and I'm probably going to pay a little bit more for it than I want to. But, that's what we're going to do. So I go grab it off the wall, and I take it up there, and I was like, hey. And I told him the story. I was like, I forgot to come back and get it. I was like, you can look at my account. And he goes, oh, yeah, I know. I said, so I took $200. You gave me $250 on it. And at this point, it had been like 6 months. So it's been chilling in this pawn shop for like 6 months. I was like, what if I give you like $300 for it? And he's like, oh, let me go talk to the manager. I don't really see why that would be a problem. And the manager comes over, and I don't really know him. You know what I mean? And he goes, yeah, we can't do that. And I was like,
why not?
Why? You're going to make money. You're going to make money. Like, I'm going to give you the money I was going to give you anyways. I'm actually going to give him a little bit more because when I picked it up, it would always be like $40 interest. So I was like, yeah, you made $10 more than what you were going to make to start with. What's the problem? And he goes, well, see, this is how it works. Every month you'd get added on a penalty, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, so I probably wouldn't be able to let it go for any less than $515. And I go, and I laughed. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, you're not selling this guitar to anybody for $515. And I was like, I have money right now. You don't want this money? And he's like, no. And I go, okay, keep it. It's a guitar. You know what I mean? Like, I have some personal stuff wrapped up in it, but not $500 worth. I'm a cheapskate. Like, anyways, in my mind, I wasn't worried about the guitar going missing. And this is why. First of all, I'm going to say the name because I don't even care. It's the Pawn USA in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, here's the thing about Charlotte. Tiny little town, not a lot going on, and I can almost guarantee you that nobody in the Charlotte area is in the market to buy an $800 guitar. Okay? So I wasn't worried.
If you were going to spend that kind of money, would you spend it on that one from the pawn shop?
Right. And it's a very specific looking bass guitar. So anyways, I go, okay, cool. Put it back on the wall. I was like, I'll give him some time. I'll just let him leave it there for a while. Now, it's been 2 years, okay? Almost 2 years. I go in there about 2 weeks ago. I didn't tell you about this.
No, you didn't.
And I walk in there, and it's still hanging up. Of course it is. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to buy that thing. It's going to take a real rare person, and I'm it. Like, I'm the rare person to get that guitar. I go grab it off the wall. The manager was there. And I walked up, and I go, hey, you remember me? And he goes, maybe. And I was like, well, I'm the one that took a loan out on this guitar. I said, it was 2 years ago. And he goes, oh yeah, it was $250, right? And I was like, yeah. I said, I'll give you $350 for it right now. And he goes, oh, no, I'm going to need at least $515. He said the same exact number.
What?
And I go,
it's been 2 years. It seems like he's losing money.
I know. I was like, man, it's sitting on the wall. You're not getting any money. And he goes, just the way it is. I said, but you're not going to lose money. Like, you're going to make money. Like, you already lost $250 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. You can make that up plus $100 right now.
That's crazy to me. I mean, like, I get it if he thinks he could sell it and get more money from it. Sure, but
and this was...
It's been sitting there for 2 years.
This is when...
That's crazy.
This is when the anger tipped. There was another guy there with him, and he goes, I could get $600 for it on eBay right now. And I go, you can help yourself. I said, show me. You pull up on eBay where that guitar is selling for $600 because I'm a smart person. And before I went into that pawn shop, I did the research. I wanted to see where it was at right now. And you want to know where it's at? Nobody's selling that guitar. You can't buy it. And not in the good way. Not in the like, oh, it's rare. I just mean like nobody on eBay's buying it.
There's not a market for it.
There's not. Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's so much not a market for this guitar because they put out a newer version. Okay?
Ah, see, nobody wants the old version when you can get the new one.
You know how much the new one is? Brand new, $499.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? And that guy's still holding out, hoping for $515? Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot.
I've got a plan.
What's your plan?
And this is what I'm going to do.
Short of going in there stealing it, how are you going to
I'm not going to steal it. We're going to play the lottery, and I'm going to win. Okay? Now, listen, everybody, this could take a year, so I need you to go ahead and go to patreon.com and do all that stuff because we need that rocking and rolling. I'm going to win the lottery.
If we just get 515 patrons, then you would have your money to go buy the guitar.
No, I would not do that with Patreon money.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't do that with...
I'm just kidding.
I'm not buying it. I'm not going to buy that bass now. If he called me up today and was like, I'll let you have it for $25, I wouldn't take it. He's tipped me... He's tipped me over that point that I have.
Oh my gosh.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to win the lottery.
You don't want to see
And I'm not going to buy that guitar. You know what I'm going to buy?
What are you going to buy?
I'm going to buy the fucking pawn shop.
You're going to buy the pawn shop?
Yes. That he doesn't own.
Oh, God.
Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is while he's working, I'm going to go in and I'm going to sell it to myself for $300. Then I'm going to turn to him and I'm going to go, excuse me, wasn't there a customer that came in and tried to give you money for this for like 2 years? I'm talking about me, so don't lie. And he's going to go, well, we have this. And I was like, so let me get this right. You decided to take this pawn shop, which is now my business, and instead of making a little bit of money, you wanted to hold off. I said, do you not know the demographics of the area in which you're managing? You made a very
You're
poor...
obviously not qualified.
You made a very poor decision, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to terminate your employment here. And I'm going to fire him.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I'm going to sell the place. For probably cheaper than I paid for it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm going to lose money for sure. But my point will be made.
Babe, your spitefulness, that's out of control. That is out of control.
So, I hope somebody shares this episode with. I think I actually might stop by there and go, hey, I talked about you. I can't remember his name. It was probably Tom or Mark or some douchebag name like that. But I think I'm going to swing in there.
Oh, God.
Sorry if we have any Tom or Marks. I don't know.
You just insulted every Tom and Mark out there.
I'm sorry. I'm angry. I'm sorry. Tom and Mark's a good name. He probably has some weird generic name.
Like
and he's
Bob?
Just, yeah, sure. He has some generic name.
What a douchebag name that is.
And he's doing nothing with his life except being the manager of a small little business in a small little town, and he's letting that go to his head. Like, how about have some dreams, Mark? Like,
you don't know him. You don't know his life. Maybe managing the pawn shop was his dream.
Yeah, well, you know what? Then
you're crushing this man's dreams.
All he had to do was sell that bass to me for $350, make $100, and put some money in the drawer.
Boy, your anger knows no bounds.
Like, it would have been a win-win for everybody.
Who are you calling?
On USA, it's Michael.
Hey, Michael, who's the manager there?
Who's calling?
This is Bob.
With?
I'm just a customer.
Your customer here?
Yes. I mean, I'm not in the store.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, can you tell me who your manager is?
Would you like to speak to him?
Yeah, is he there?
Hold on.
That's the level of customer service. He still never even told me the name.
Hello, this is Corey.
Hey, Corey, this is Bob. I do a comedy show called The Bob and Katie Show, and we were calling to talk to you about a guitar that you have in that store.
Okay.
It's a Ernie Ball Music Man bass, and I was wondering if you guys still had it. And I was kind of wondering what the price was.
Talking about that Music Man, is that what it is?
Yep.
We got it at $7.99, but it's been here a while.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take $500 plus tax.
All right, perfect. And it's still there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Okay.
All right.
Boy, he is determined to get his $500 out of the guitar.
That's crazy, right? So, anyways, I'm not going to go buy it. It's going to sit there for a very, very, very long time.
Apparently, until we win the lottery and you buy Pawn USA just so you can fire this man.
And he probably
Poor
doesn't.
guy.
The sad thing,
Poor guy doesn't even know you're after his job.
He probably doesn't even remember me on a normal basis.
What if he does?
Like when I walk
he's
in.
like, oh.
When I walk in, because of my appearance, I'm sure he's like, oh, here we go. That's it. Pawn USA and Schlope. His name's Corey. Got his name. I got one last thing before we wrap this up, all right? I'm trying to get over my angerness. This past weekend, we were at my parents' house, and their refrigerator went out. So my brother and I, Wayne, which we don't get to see Wayne a whole bunch, went to South Carolina to pick up a new refrigerator. Now, one thing that Wayne and I haven't done in quite a while is spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
So we got in a truck together, and
especially just the two of you.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Because usually if we see him, it's all the families together.
So it was an hour and 20-minute drive there, hour and 20-minute drive back. We were probably there for 20 minutes. So, I mean, we got to spend a couple hours together just one-on-one. And we talked about a large array of things. From food to me wearing a kilt in his wedding to this one thing that I don't even remember what we were talking about. It made it brought up, but I remember when he said it, I was like, what are you talking about? And I want to talk about it.
Okay.
So he told me that mayonnaise doesn't freeze.
What?
That's what I said. I was like, what do you mean it doesn't freeze? Like, I know liquor doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
But what is in mayonnaise?
How did he find out that
That's what I
mayonnaise
asked him.
doesn't freeze?
I don't remember what he told me.
Who puts mayonnaise in the freezer?
I mean, I did. I mean, after he told me. Speaking of, the next time we go to the grocery store, we need to buy some mayonnaise because I think I ruined the mayonnaise.
Did it freeze?
Well, we're about to find out. So the mayonnaise has been in the freezer for 3 days, right? Has it been about 3 days?
At least, yeah.
3 or 4 days? And we're going to check it. It's like a little experiment. So I'm going to let you open it.
Got to be better than eating Beanie Weenie popsicles.
And this is Duke's real mayonnaise, only the best.
That's the only brand.
Only the best in the Bob and Katie show. There we go.
It's squeezable bottle.
So I did notice that when I grabbed it. It's still squeezable.
It feels soft.
So let's open it up.
Oh my god, I don't know if it's
Isn't that going to open?
Oh,
there you
there it
go.
is.
Use them he woman muscles. You want to touch it?
Not particularly.
I'll tell you what. Oh, don't stick your finger in it. Ooh. I brought you a spoon.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Just in case. So tell us.
It's soft. It's not as soft as it normally would be. It's about the consistency of like soft serve ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right, here's the other spoon. So get a little bit on each spoon.
I'm not eating this.
Come on.
You have got to be kidding me. No, I'm not eating half frozen mayonnaise.
Here's a spoon. So get some on each spoon.
I'm going to throw up.
Just get some on each spoon.
No.
Come on, we got to end the show. This is how we're ending the show. I did
But
artwork.
eating frozen mayonnaise.
Look at this. Look at this artwork that I drew. Like
That's lovely.
I designed this. And if you turn this down right now, you'll be crushing my dreams, just like we're going to crush Corey's.
I mean, I don't think it's going to taste too much different than chilled mayonnaise.
Can I hang on one second while you're thinking about that? You know what I just realized?
What?
The guy's voice, Corey, didn't really sound like I don't recognize his voice. I wonder if the other manager got fired.
Maybe.
If that's the case, Corey, I'm so sorry. But if you are the dude, then go screw yourself.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so back to this. There you go. Let's give it a shot.
You eat it. I open it up. You eat it.
I'm going to. We're going to taste it at the same time, just like we did with the frozen beanie weenies.
I can't.
Okay, there's mine. It's just mayonnaise. Why is it yellow?
Well, mayonnaise.
Oh, it's moving around like melted butter now.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
It is disappearing on the spoon. Look at that.
It's
having a
melting.
reaction. Okay, are you ready?
It's like melting.
Here we go. The count of 3.
Wait, I need. I can't believe you're making me eat.
1, 2, 3. Oh God, you're gonna make me sick. Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you made me do that.
Here, pour the rest of that liquid into the it's something.
Oh.
All right, so let's go through it.
Why would you ever freeze your mayonnaise?
It still tasted like mayonnaise. I mean, like even like fresh mayonnaise, you don't put a spoonful of it in your mouth. That's nasty. So we had that going against us.
I still feel like I might throw up.
So it didn't really freeze.
No, but it definitely got.
It got like
harder,
like soft ice cream. Yeah, I think you're right.
And it's starting to separate.
Yeah, but that's the weird part. On my spoon, it immediately started to turn like a yellow color.
It's separating.
And it did. The oil separated from, I guess, like the egg and stuff. Like it looks a lot like...
I guess because some ingredients are going to melt faster than others.
If you put butter in the microwave and melted it, that's what it looks like. Like there was mayonnaise on that right there, and now it's just a yellowy liquid. So I don't recommend putting your mayonnaise in the freezer.
I don't recommend eating spoonfuls of solidified mayonnaise either. I think I'd rather eat the Beanie Weenie popsicles.
Oh, you are out of your mind.
That was horrible.
The Beanie Weenie popsicles are way worse than some mayonnaise. So, do you got anything else? We need to go downstairs and hang out with these kids. What else we got going on? Nothing? Is that it? You want to go buy a lottery ticket? I got places to see, and I got businesses to buy and people to fire.
You're horrible.
I'm not horrible.
You are.
Oh, we didn't talk about, we got one more thing. I normally do this in the middle, but I forgot. We're going to be featuring some music on this episode. A new song by Cynthlord, which I am excited about. It's kind of weird because the kind of music they play, I never listened to growing up. Like, as a matter of fact, I mean, it's been here. I've heard it before, but the only time that I ever really sat down and like tried to listen to it was when a buddy of mine is in the band. His name's Hunter, and he sent me the song. He's like, "Oh, this is what we're doing," and we played that song on the Bob and Katie show because I fell in love with it.
Yeah, it was good.
And they just put out another one. It's called "Stuck in My Dreams." So we're going to play that right here in just a minute. And I like it. There's going to be people that don't like it. I mean, just like anything else in life, there's people that like things and people that don't. But give this a shot. Okay? The only thing we can really say to like help the guys, I guess, is like go like their Facebook page. You can get it from iTunes. I did ask him about shows, and he basically said they didn't really play shows. They just kind of like write music and put it out there. But I did tell him, I was like, one day, because they all moved back, they're here in the Wilmington area. They're close to us. And I was like, we're going to book a show one day. Once you guys have enough songs, and I'm going to feature on one of them songs. And he goes,
are you really?
What are you talking about? And I was like, I'll play bass. Because he said that everybody in the band basically plays an instrument plus keyboards. So I was like, shoot, well, I'll just play the bass one song and you just play the keyboards and we'll just get up there and jam. I want to play with them. He didn't invite me. I'm kind of inviting myself.
You're just inviting yourself to be a member of their band.
Yep.
You know, he was like, this is not okay.
I mean, I have to wait until I buy the pawn shop so I can get my bass back.
This is so not okay.
But anyways,
Lord help me.
Stick around and listen to it. It's Cynthlord, Stuck in My Dreams. Super good. I dig it a lot. If you don't like it, shut your face. I don't want to hear negative thoughts, comments. Keep all that stuff to yourself. This is a happy place. And if you want an even more happy place, patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.
But we start dancing to prove that you're the
This has been a Cabcast Studios production. For more episodes and information, visit cabcaststudios.com.